Good afternoon, students. In the last class, we discussed two multiplexers. One is 74153, and which is dual 4:1 mux, and 74151, which is 8:1 mux, right? And we have also seen the design of Boolean functions using these two functions. Multiplexers. Design of we have seen a design of Boolean functions using these two multiplexes, right? So when you can observe in those examples the number of select lines, right? Let us say 74153 has two select lines, right? And the given function was also having two inputs, right? Similarly, we have taken one more example in which three inputs were there, and we have used 74151, which has three select lines, right? So in the last class, the problems what we discussed is they were having number of inputs which are equal to the number of select lines of these muxes, right? But in today's class we will see when the number of inputs, or when the number of inputs and when the number of select lines, when they are not same or they are equal, right? So how to design those Boolean functions using multiplexers. Okay, so let us discuss the first example. Let us discuss the first example. So let us take the first example. Implement the following function using 4:1 mux, right? So 4:1 mux has how many select lines? It has two select lines, right? So but in the given function you can see there are three inputs, right? So the select lines and the number of inputs, they are not matching, they are not same, right? So when they are same, then the design will be very easy, right? Even in the exam they will not ask the straightaway designs, right, where the number of inputs and the select lines are matching, right? So they will give the function in which the both are not matching, right, like this, right? So let us see how to design this function using 4:1 mux, right? And in the question he has clearly said you have to use A and B as a select lines, right? So 4:1 mux, if I draw a symbolic form here only, I'll not draw the entire design here. For understanding purpose I am designing this. Let us say it has two select lines, S1 and S0. S1 is MSB, S0 is LSB, right? So in this A and B, out of A and B, or you can take these three inputs, right? So in these three inputs, the first input is MSB, second input is the second MSB, can say, or the C is LSB, right? So when I connect A and B, right, in the question he has said A and B you have to use as select lines, right? So A needs to be connected to MSB, which is MSB here, S1 is MSB, so connect A to MSB. Next, LSB is, right, so I'm not talking about this C is the final LSB of the given input, right? But in these two I am asking, in these two, A and B, which is MSB, A is MSB, right? B is in among these two, A is MSB and B is LSB, right? So when I take all three, then C will become LSB, right? But when I take A and B, then B will become LSB. So what I need to connect to S0? B, right? So where this third input goes, since A and B are connected to select lines, C has to be connected to this data line, right? So C will appear here, right? So how to design that we will see now. Okay, so there are two forms of designing this function. The one is using truth table, second one is K-map. I'll explain you both, but you take whichever you want, or whichever you feel comfortable. Okay, let us say first we will design with using a Boolean, using a truth table. Okay, so there are three inputs A, B, C, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, right? So total 8 combinations I need to write: 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, right? So total 8 combinations, right? So what is F now? In the given function you can see there is a 0, right? So write 1, because 0 is available. Let me write decimal values also. These are the decimal values: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, is 0 there in the given function? Yes, so you write 1. I'm going to write a min term, right? So min term we will write because the given function is a SOP expression, right? Or you can say a decimal notation of a sum of product, right? Next, 1 is available, write 1. Next, 2 is there in the given function, write 2. 3 is not there, so write 0. 4 is not there, 0. 5 is not there, 0. 6 is not there, 0. So 7 is there, write 1, right? So now when A and B are connected to, look at this symbol. When A and B are connected to select lines, how many different combinations they can take? They can take 4 different combinations. One is 0 0, next one is 0 1, next one is 1 0, fourth one is 1 1, right? So just identify these values 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 and 1 1. Identify these values in the truth table, right? So let me identify where they are. So what I'll do, I'll group them separately, right? So here see, A is 0, B is 0, A is 0, B is 0, right? I'll put it in one group. I'll put them in one group, right? Similarly, A is 0 1, A is 0 1, B is 1, right? So I'll put them in second group. Third, 1 0 1 0, I'll put it in the third group, and the remaining will be in fourth group, right? So now how to write? The last column is, one more column comes here. The last column is the data line to be connected to. The data line to be connected to, right? So where I need to connect, right? So just see, I'll mark the column, or I'll mark the variable, input variable, which is going to come on data line, right? So now you compare the output function with the input variable which is going to come on what? A data line, right? So if both outputs are high for both the combinations, if output is high, then you write directly, you write 1, right? Because the function, the output should be 1 whenever select lines are 0 0, right? So output should be 1. It should not be depend on C, right? So clearly, directly you write data line to be connected to 1, right? So when select lines are 0 0. Next, when both are 0, when both for both the combinations output is 0, then directly write 0, right? So both here, for these two combinations output is 0, right? So I'll directly write 0. For these two combinations output is 1, directly I'll write 1. Now when they are different, how to write, right? See here now. So when f is 1 and f is 0 here, so for these two combinations I need to compare the values of f with C, because C is going to appear on data line, right? Now C is 0, f is 1, right? So 1 is complement of 0, right? And here C is 1, output is 0. Again 1 is 0 is complement of 1, or 1 is complement of 0, right? So for these two combinations, C is 0 1, C is 0 1, but output is 1 0. That means I should put what here? Not get, to get this output, right? To get this output, I should put a not get here. That means what should be the data line input? It will be equal to C bar, right? So I'm going to compare f with C, right? So see here, C is 0 here, f is equal to 1. Again, what I can write? That is, in general I can write it is C bar. If I treat this input as C, what will be the output? C bar, right? So here C is 1, output is 0. Again 0 is complement 0 is complement of 1. If I treat this as C, what will be the output? C bar. So this output I need to write here. Is it clear? Similarly, when they are same, for the last combination you can take, you can see when C is 0, output is 0, C is 1, output is 1. So they are same. So what I'll write in that case? I'll write C in that case, right? So now you design the given function using 4:1 marks. So S1 is MSB of select line. This is LSB of select line. So I'll connect A and B. There is one enable pin which is active low, need to be connected to ground. Then there are 4 data lines, D0, D1, D2 and D3, right? And one output, let us treat it as F. And what is this? Which mux it is? 4:1 mux, right? So D0, where D0 has to be connected. When D0 is selected, when A is equal to 0, when A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0, then D0 is selected, right? So in the given table, the last column you see, right? So when D0 is equal to 1, when D0 is equal to 1, F is equal to 1. That means for these two combinations 0 0 and 0 0, 0 0 0, 0 0 1, for these two combinations output will remain 0. I'll explain it, I'll analyze it once I finish this design. Okay, next, when select line is 0 1, when select line is 0 1, these two combinations, when these two select line is 1, when select line is 1, these two combinations you can take, and what is the output? It is equal to C bar, right? So what I'll do, I'll take C here and I'll give it to a NOT gate. Output of NOT gate will be equal to C bar, right? So that is connected to D1, right? Next, D2, this is D1, right? So when D2 is selected, when select line is 1 0. So when it is 1 0 means the combinations 4 and 5. What is the output? Output is 0. That means D2 needs to be connected to ground. D2 needs to be connected to ground, right? And the last one, D3, when D3 is selected, when A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, the last combination. For these two combinations, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, output is equal to C. So D3 needs to be connected to where? C, right? There is a jump here, this is not short, this is not short, okay, this is short, right? So wherever there is a short, I am putting a dot there, okay? So you don't be mistaken that whenever the two lines cross, that is a short, right? So so in my lecture I am not so I'll not consider whenever two crossover lines are shorted, right? So when I put a dot wherever it meets that line, then that you can consider it as a short. Okay, now we will analyze this function, right? So we will analyze this design. Okay, so now we will verify, we will analyze this design whether it works properly or not. Okay, so first I'll connect select lines to 0 0. I'll take the first the first combination of select line, that is 0 0. When A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, the first data line is selected, that is D0 is selected, and what will be the output? And D0 is connected to 1. D0 is connected to 1. So what will be the output? F is equal to 1, right? So what is the input combination in that case? It is 0 0 0, right? So for first two combinations, observe in the truth table, right? So for these two combinations, that is 0 and 1, what is C? C is 0 and C is 1 here, but what will be the output? Irrespective of the value of C, output is equal to 1 1, right? So that means for these two combinations, for A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, output will remain as 1. It doesn't depend on the other input variable, that is C. Second, so when A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, right? So A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. What are the input combinations? That is 2 and 3. Now C may take 0 and or C may take 1, right? Now when A, B is equal to 0 1, so D1 is selected, right? So if C is equal to 0 in this combination, I am asking, I am telling, okay, C is equal to 0, what will be the data which is connected to D1? C is connected to input of NOT gate. The output of NOT gate will be complemented, 0 will be complemented, and 1 is connected to D1. So what will be the output? What will be the output? F is equal to 1, right? So when C is equal to 1, output of NOT gate will be equal to 0, and this 0 is connected to D1. what will be the output in that case is equal to 0. So you can verify it with the truth table what I have showed it in the last slide. Okay. Now third combination, that is 1 0 1 0, a equal to 0, 1 b equal to 0, a is equal to 1, b equal to 0, which are the combinations 4 and 5. C may take again two values 0 or 1, right? Now irrespective of these two values, again because D2 is connected to ground, irrespective of the value of C, what will be the output? When select line is 1 0, it will select D2 and D2 is directly connected to ground, F will be equal to 0. That means for these two combinations output will be equal to 0. It doesn't depend on the third input, that is C. Next, for the last combination 1 1, I'll write two more combinations in the truth table, that is combinations 6 and 7, 1 1 1. Okay. So for these two combinations, that is when a is equal to 1, b equal to 1, D3 is selected, data line D3 is selected and D3 is connected to C1, C, right? If C is equal to 0, if C is equal to 0, then 0 is connected to D3, that means F is equal to 0, right? If C is equal to 1, then 1 is connected to D3 and F will be equal to 1, right? So for you can check in the truth table, right? So it is the output is 1 for 0, 1, 2 and 7. For rest of the combinations it is equal to 0. That means the given function is verified using 4:1 marks, right? So similarly, I'll give you one more example where you can design, you can try yourself and verify the output. Okay. So, but I told you I'll explain this design using two methods. This is one first method using truth table. Okay. So I'll explain you one more method in which I am going to use a K-map. Okay. So draw a normal 3 variable K-map, right? So inputs are A, B, C, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Identify the cells 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, right? So 0 output is high, 1 output is high, 2 high, 3 0, 4 0, 5 0, 7 high, 6 0, right? But here the grouping of these cells are not same as the normal K-map what I used to explain in the first module, right? So here the grouping of these cells will differ slightly, right? So how to group now? Will identify. See, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. You have to identify which are the cells in which A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. See here, A is 0 here and B is 0. Similarly, A is 0, B is 0. That means I need to group these two cells, right? So I'll call this as D0 and both are high. So D0 is equal to 1. Correct? Similarly, identify where A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. A is equal to 0 here, B is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1 here. That means these two cells you need to group, right? So this will be equal to D1, right? And the grouped binary numbers are compared with C. So C is 1 here, it is 0, C is 0 here, but output is 1. So it is complement. So D1 will be equal to C bar, right? Similarly, see, we are not maintaining the rules of K-map what we used to follow in the first module, right? So again we are grouping zeros and ones, which is not possible in normal K-map. Okay. Similarly, 1, identify A equal to 1, B equal to 0. These two cells both are 0. So this is D2. D2 is equal to 0 straight away. Then remaining are these two cells, group them, and this will be equal to D3. Compare them when both are not high and when both are not 0, then you have to compare it with the remaining input variable. So C is 1 here, C is 0, output is 1, output is 0. That means they are same. So D3 is equal to C. Are they matching? Just check. D0 is 1, D1 is C bar, D1 is C bar, and D2 is 0 and D3 is C, right? So this is the second method of obtaining